senior maid is Maddie Minette. Maddie is the 17-year-old daughter of Glenn Fairby Minette, and she is the youngest sister to Caitlin, Colby, and Weston Minette. Maddie is an active member in the FFA, Beta Club, and academic team. She is also the junior class secretary and the Beta Club vice president. Maddie has been the president of the FFA chapter and has assisted in coordinating the junior FFA in the middle school for the past 2 years. Maddie was the 2018-2019 Junior State Treasurer and 2019-2020 Junior State President for the Future Farmers of America of Mississippi. She has competed on the volleyball team and track and field team for the past 5 years, and she won a state championship in both during the 2021-22 school year, placing second and third at the state level in track. Maddie is the record holder for the girls' discus throw for Alcorn Central with a throw of 108 feet 7 inches. Maddie attends Shady Grove Baptist Church, and her future plans consist of attending Mississippi State University to pursue a degree in agronomy. Maddie's escort is Carter Harris. Carter is the 16-year-old son of Shandon Harris and Courtney Henderson. Carter currently serves as junior class president. Carter's been a member of the ACHS men's basketball team for 5 years and the track team for 2 years. He is also a member of the Beta Club and currently attends Wheeler Grove Baptist Church. Upon graduation, Carter plans on attending NEMCC for 2 years and then the University of Mississippi to pursue a career in education and exercise science, as well as having high hopes for serving in the mission field internationally. Ladies and gentlemen, the junior maid, Maddie Minette, and her escort, Carter Harris. The senior maid is Marianne Hammock. Marianne is the 17-year-old daughter of Jay and Leanne Hammock. She's the granddaughter of Brenda Hammock and the late Ronnie Hammock, and Lyman and Loretta Mitchell. Marianne has 2 older sisters, McKinley Hammock Hebner and Jana Kate Hammock. She has been an active member of the Beta Club since the 7th grade and played volleyball for Alcorn Central from 7th to 11th grade and was a member of the 2021 Lady Bear 3A Volleyball State Championship team. She attends Liberty Church of Christ, and after graduating from Alcorn Central, her future plans include attending Northeast Mississippi Community College to enter the dental hygiene program. Marianne's escort is Peyton Murphy. Peyton Murphy is the 17-year-old son of June Murphy and the late James Murphy. Peyton serves as the senior class vice president and former junior class vice president. He is in the Beta Club, Math Club, Junior Civitan Club, and competes with the academic team. He has been a member of the Alcorn Central bowling team for 3 years and archery for 2. Last year, the archery team won both the North Half Championship and then the state championship. Peyton also loves doing community service and has accumulated over 100 service hours. Upon graduation, Peyton plans to attend Northeast Mississippi Community College in the nursing program and then on to obtain his bachelor's degree to pursue a career in the medical field. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior maid, Marianne Hammock, and her escort, Peyton Murphy. The football sweetheart is Annabeth Christine Parrish. Annabeth is the 17-year-old daughter of Gail and Billy Parrish and the younger sister of Haley Rogers. She's an active member of Beta Club and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and was a part of the Diamond Dolls for 1 year. She has been on the ACHS softball and volleyball teams for the past 6 years and the ACHS powerlifting team for 4. Throughout her softball career, she has been awarded with First Team All-Division, Golden gentlemen, I now present to you the 2022 Homecoming Queen, Haley Russell, and her court. A round of applause. We'd like to say a special thank you to all those involved in preparing for homecoming, the Purple Pride Marching Band for allowing the music, and Miss Amanda Davis and Miss Haley Jones for preparing everything. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting prepared for the ball game. Get back in your seats and let's enjoy homecoming night. Yeah, it's in itself. Listen, I'm a bundle of nerves right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ACHS Paul Talk Radio. What you're seeing on your screen tonight is, in fact, the Aerovac crew, led by Ron Strom and Ricky Barnett. They are going to be landing our game ball for us tonight, and it's a little far away, and we're seeing some delay in some lighting, so it's going to be a little out of focus for a little bit until they get closer in. But they'll be landing right in the middle of the Bears Den to present us the game ball for homecoming festivities. This is a time-honored tradition here at Alcorn Central High School, typically on senior night, but we're proud to have them here tonight as they're going to circle the field a little bit and get ready for the landing. We're also tonight, for the very first time, going to have a homecoming fireworks show. I saw this take place at, I believe it was Manatee last year, and it was happening right behind me, and I had no idea it was about to go on. And then all of a sudden, I get these text messages because people are listening on the radio of all these fireworks being shot about 10 yards behind me, and they're all worried about my safety because, oh my goodness, what's going on? Is someone shooting at you? Really? And no, it was just fireworks. But I'll tell you, it startled me at the beginning. And then last week when we went to Baldwin, it was homecoming, and they shot fireworks. So I think a little inspiration has been drawn from these other schools in the area, and tonight you will see a fireworks show right here at Alcorn Central High School, and we hope the fireworks show continues after kickoff at 7:30. We will get underway here in the Bears Den as the Golden Bears take on the Manatee Mustangs. But that's just an intro here for you today, and there was a little audio difficulties with the presentation of the homecoming court. I was the only person in this press box doing the job of about 4 people for a good 45 minutes, so it was I was just proud something was being seen. I was proud you were seeing something, but we will continue to do our best to manage and to get things as it needs to be throughout the night to give you a pleasant experience. But prepare as we're about to land the game ball and watch it be delivered by Ron Strom and Ricky Barnett to the Alcorn County Fire Department and the Alcorn County Sheriff's Department as they secure the ball on the field and make way for that to give to our team captains. But until then, watch it land and enjoy your time. We'll be back momentarily for some ACHS Golden Bear football.
Making up for no bonfire. We can't have a bonfire, but they shot fireworks. Oh my God, where's Brandon Dick? Do you know they gonna do that?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to see the captains come out to the field. We're glad you've joined us again here at ACHS Paul Talk Radio. We apologize for the choppiness of tonight's broadcast. It will be a little laggy, as you see. We are having some internet. I tell you, there's always a problem. There never fails. There's always a problem. We're going to have some internet issues tonight. We are running new cabling and new fiber to. We're hearing new fiber in and out of the press box, and so in that process, they've disconnected parts of our internet access, and so it's a little here and there. We're operating off of a hotspot tonight, and as appreciative as we are of the availability of cellular data, we're also in a location in our county that does not have the best cell reception. And so we are operating under limited accessibility tonight, but in the coming weeks we will have full connection, and we hope to be able to present that to you as easily as we can. So please bear with us tonight. And as we get through this, I would like to promise you that we would be doing live updates on our Twitter and Facebook pages, but I'm the only one here. And I can barely do what I do when I have help, much less when I don't. But we're hoping to give you the best experience that we can. Just please bear with us and know that all support monetarily is accepted. You may write a check or send some cash money to Alcorn Central High School's office. Attention to Kathy Stutz with the memo ACHS Paul Talk Radio, or just ACHS Media or ACHS Radio. However you want to describe it is good with me. If you're giving me money, I'll take it in any form. But nonetheless, we appreciate your support, and we appreciate your willingness to listen to what we can provide you. This is fully nonprofit. We make no money off of this. We receive no money to do this. I get paid zero. And the items that we do have are loaned or purchased at a discount or gifted. So we put these things together, and we give you the best thing we've got. And we appreciate your support tonight and your willingness to participate. But captains have went to the field. We've sent number 69 and number 32 for the Alcorn Central Bears. That's Chadwick Sanders and Hunter Bailey. The Bears have won the toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half. The Mustangs will be receiving in the first. And that will get most everything underway here for the Bears as we're live tonight from the Bears Den. Just a few minutes off the cuff to get things underway. We say a special thank you to Mr. Caden Burcham and Mr. Kurt Lavender for providing our video coverage tonight. At the camera controls right now is Mr. Kurt Lavender, and so this is his first time running the camera controls for us, and I believe he's doing an excellent job so far for what bit you can see and experience. And so I hope that you can get as much of that as you can. Those of you that are watching live with us tonight on ACHS Media, you can also catch the game on the radio, ACHS Mixer. And I don't know if the service is going to be much better, and we will give it as long as we can and hope that we withstand the charge, and maybe all will be well. There's nothing like having technical problems when you're trying to produce a multimedia show. But we are here for. I was baffled at how anybody could run that system for a live ball game that's sanctioned by a commission and not want to pull your hair out. So kudos to you, Coach Saul, for always doing an excellent job. And I'm willing to tip my hat to anyone that can do something that I can't, which is a lot of things. So I do a lot of hat tipping. Bears are getting ready to make the kick. It'll be coming off the foot of number 32, Chadwick Sanders, to begin the ball game for us. And the kick is up and underway. It will be taken there by a Manatee Mustang right in the middle. And ball will come down at the 40-yard line. He'll roll forward to pick up a few extra. And that's what will begin things here at the Bears Den. Ball's in motion, back from the line of scrimmage and up the middle. The Mustangs will go. We're going to see them take a pretty big stab at the ball, getting it up the middle and on the run. It's going to be Ellis on the ball carry for the Mustangs. We're going to see number 58 on the tackle here for the Bears. That's going to be Devin Gay. And that will get us, with 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play, a new set of downs for the Mustangs. Run up the middle by the Mustangs. Looks like it could have been a dropped ball, and it will be. Fumble on the play. The Mustangs will fall on top of it. But it was a far enough push there for the Mustangs to get on top of everything and grab the first down. So they have pushed well into Bear territory. Ball on the 35-yard line. Snap back. The end around to the left side. Number 2, Hunter Hester, in control of the ball. He's going to go out, get dropped around the ankles, spun around, and a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a face mask, and that will be on the Bears. And the Mustangs will get the ball up to near the 20-yard line. The face mask will put them much closer to the goal line, if that is the true call there. So ball, the flag marker is currently on the 19. A 15-yard penalty would put a new first and goal situation for the Mustangs at the 4. We'll see how that plays out here for the Bears. And they will make the face mask call. It will be a first down, 15 yards in front of the original spot. Will put us about the 4.5-yard line, and that'll be first and goal for the Mustangs. Manatee will get the carry into the end zone, and that will be the first touchdown of the ball game. And that'll put 6 on the board for Mantachie as they work in special teams here. Will be a flag on the play. False start on Mantachie. That's going to pull them a little farther back on their special teams attempt. And the extra point is up and incomplete by the Mustangs. That will be no good there, and that will leave the score 6-0 for the Mustangs, just ahead of the Bears here to get things underway. We've got 9 minutes and 54 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. And that will put the Bears in a position to need to start something offensively if they want to get something going, both on the scoreboard and in the ball game. 9:54 on the board, and the Bears are preparing to receive the football for the first time in tonight's contest. Kick is up and a deep end over end right to the 20-yard line. We'll be taking number 21, Alex G. He'll get it forward for about 7, maybe 6, 7 yards on the carry. We'll see where the spot comes to there. But a good return, just a little far out to the sideline here. He caught it right on the number, so he didn't have just a lot of room, about 5 yards from the sidelines to come to. So he was having to work towards it coming this way, and on that, he's going to pick up about that 6 or 7 and give the Bears a first down. Well, they're going to give him up to the 30, so we'll call that a 10-yard receiving run there. And that's going to first, well, hold on. As per usual, the chain crew is going to walk it back to my first estimated 8-yard gain. So at the 28-yard line, the Bears will begin. Back in the pocket, out for the pass. It is complete, a little behind him, but he's going to grab it up enough to grab a few yards. That's going to be number 32, Chadwick Sanders, going to receive that pass. He'll take 4 yards on the gain, leaves the Bears 6 yards shy of a first down to a 2nd and 6 situation. Ball now just a little bit closer to midfield, trying to ease in each chance we get to that territory to make it a little easier to grapple with for the Bears. 9 minutes, 22 seconds to go on the scoreboard in the first quarter of play. The Mustangs have the 6-0 lead after an opening drive push downfield. And an incomplete PAT attempt. So that leaves the Bears 2nd and 6, ball just inside the 30. Flag on the play. Looks like Coach Warren might be taking a timeout. And that will be the first charge timeout of the half for the Bears. Leaves them with 2 left. 8:57 to go here in the first the first quarter of play. Mustangs have it 6-0 at the current hour. I tell you, it's a beautiful night for football. You probably couldn't have asked for a better night weather-wise here in the Bears' Den. So we are pleased, no doubt, with what we are experiencing right now. Second and 6. Bears come back after the timeout. In the pocket sits number 6. Fullback to his left side. Going to give the handoff. He's going to spin out to the right, get a good little twist. He'll dive at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain for the Bears. Leaves them 3 to go. They split the amount of yardage to progression in half. Gives us a 3-and-3 situation right here on third down. 3 yards to go. Ball placed at the 36. And that is where the Bears will have to take it. Back in the pocket goes Kemp, looking for the pass. It's deep and out and in the hands of number 32, Chadwick Sanders. Down the sideline he will be, and out of bounds he'll get taken at the close to the 15-yard line. A big catch and carry there by the Bears. The step-back pass from the 36 takes it all the way down the field to near the 16. What a big move there by the Bears. And that will get Alcorn Central momentum in their favor where they want it to be and a chance to potentially take the lead here tonight. So a big move there by the Bears picks up about 60 yards there. And we're going to see into the hands of number 5, Harvard Davis. He's going to get met pretty quickly by the offensive line. He'll get up to the line of scrimmage on the carry after the handoff through the middle, and that will leave us at no gain. 2nd and 10, ball at the 18-yard line. What an opening move there by the Bears to get things going. All it takes is just a little bit to start things, and once you get momentum in your favor, you have to keep it in the favor. You've got to keep these small grabs to keep that positivity coming. And looks like instead of giving them forward progress on that one, they're going to call them down 5 yards behind, unless I missed a flag. I was kind of excited and may have very well missed a flag. But we're going to set up a pass play to get it out. A little screen to the left side. Come back in the pocket goes Talon Kemp, sends it out through the air. He'll take that reception there to number 5. Harvard Davis will be completed. Picks up about 2.5 on the play. And we'll see it 3rd and about 12.5 to go. Back in the pocket. Kemp looking to make the throw. He goes deep to the corner in the end zone, and out of bounds the pass will be, comes up incomplete. 4th and about 12 for the Bears. You're going to have to see them make a push for it if they want to give themselves a chance to put something on the board here. Don't have a very strong special teams approach, so we're probably, I know, I don't even have to say probably. We're not going to be kicking a field goal right now, so the Bears are going to be trying to take a chance at getting that touchdown into the end zone. And that will remain pretty much their main priority right now. Snaps a little bit high. Kemp picks it up, gets it out, and it will fall incomplete. And the Bears will see a turnover of downs on an incomplete pass. And that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Manatee Mustangs. They'll have it on the Golden Bear, rather than have it on their own 20-yard line. So about 80 yards to march for the Mustangs. The Bears have a chance to get the defense moving if they want to make a stop and keep the Mustangs out of the end zone once more. 6 minutes, 13 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. It's 6-0, and the Mustangs have the slight early lead over the Bears here at homecoming tonight. We had a wonderful homecoming event tonight. We presented our homecoming court, and after the homecoming court, the Aerovac Life crew landed on midfield and presented us with the game ball. And just immediately following that, we had a wonderful fireworks show presented to us across the field, and it was a wonderful game to experience. Flags in the play. Pass goes through. Will be taken at the 35. He will be met by number 5, Harvern Davis, but the tackle will go to number 6, Talon Kemp. He'll get put down at the 40-yard line. Curious to see if this flag might be coming back, a potential holding on the Mustangs. Flag is in the backfield, so it's my guess would be on the offense here. Holding on Mantachi. So that will be a 10-yard penalty here for the Mustangs. We'll replay first down from a little farther behind. They're going to take a 10-yard penalty, and it looks like they're going to make it. First and 20 now. Flags on the play in the backfield. Mantachi's on the move. Looks like number 7, Ethan Sanders on the chase. He'll get him tackled at the 20, but I believe that one's coming back also. Got flags in the backfield. I'm thinking that's going to be a hold, and that should be coming back again. We'll wait to see, but Ethan Sanders on the quick chase and does get him down beyond the 20. So that was a close one there for the Bears and a good chase. Looking at defensive stats so far this evening, the Bears have a total of 201 tackles leading up to tonight's ball game. So in the first 5, there's 201 tackles total for the Bears. Leading the team in tackles is number 32, Chadwick Sanders, with a total of 28. He's got 8 tackles for a loss. Following behind him with just 4 less is number 26, Riley Lambert, with 24 tackles. He's got 3 for a loss. And so the Bears are seeing some activity here. Will be a hold call on the Mustangs and an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Mustangs, so that will push them as far back as they possibly could be in one series of play. So that's going to put the line of scrimmage for the Mustangs about the 4-yard line, and it's first and about a country mile for Mantachi. Now, it's good that we've pushed them this far back. Really, we haven't pushed them. They've pushed themselves. But now the Bears have been given a defensive position to maintain. Plays in motion with a run up the middle. That'll be brought down just up the middle for about 5-yard gain by the Mustang. They'll pick up about 5 of those yards back. Still about 25 or so to go for the Mustangs. Be shy of 25. We'll go 23 yards to catch a first down. It's now 2nd and long for Mantachi. Mantachi out to the right side. Flags on the play. They will be shoveled out of bounds near the 30. That would be a line of gain. But there is a flag on the play. It is in the backfield. And my guess is going to be on the Mustangs again. Holding on Mantachi. That run will be coming back and will be enforced from the 8-yard line. It'll be half the distance of the goal. Bears will see the Mustangs go back to the 4 on this line of scrimmage, and we'll try again, second and very, very long for Mantachi. Now, the thing is, what we can say is, yes, Mantachi has been maintained behind the 20-yard line this entire drive. But it's not because they've not been drawing up plays that could be gaining yardage successfully. So there is still some opportunity for the Bears' offensive or defensive line, rather, to get in, penetrate, and take care of the football. So, yes, we've been able to maintain them at a position back. But it's not necessarily been because of sheer force. It's been because of lack of legality on the side of the Mustangs. Bears will wrap up and get the tackle. Flag on the play. That flag's going to come after the ball is called down, so potentially another unsportsmanlike out there in the arena somewhere. Going to be about 3 yards on the gain. Officials will have a conference here in the center. I believe this has been one of the longest single possessions or series of downs that I have seen in quite some time here in high school football. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Mantachi Mustangs, the second so far this season, or rather this ball game. 4 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. The Mustangs still lead 6-0, and they have the football. We'll replay second down. We'll have to be half the distance of the goal, so that'll take us from the 4 to the 2. Looks like a coach may be on the field speaking to the referee, or maybe not a coach, potentially admin, someone from Mantachi, though. And they will charge that as an official timeout for Mantachi. And that will leave 2 apiece for both sides as we have 4 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. It is second down and very long for the Mustangs. Here in the last 2.5 minutes, we have seen nothing but chaos and confusion on the side of the Mustangs. Penalty-ridden, penalty-ridden, penalty-ridden. And it's worked out to the favor of the Bears. Coach Warren looking like he's having a little word with one of the side judges, just trying to get some confirmation on a few issues. Plays in motion, passes in the air, and it will be a reception. He will be chased down and brought to his ground by number 5, Harvern Davis. A big catch and carry for the Mustangs. A 46-yard gain by Mantachi puts the ball at midfield. Mantachi on a first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 50. And Coach Warren with a few words to the defense. Mantachi lining out with one receiver to the left, full back to the left. Handoff will be faked, driven up the middle for a breakaway gain down the right side. He's going to spin out a few tackles and eventually be wrapped up and pulled down by number 6, Talon Kemp, with the assistance of number 21, Alex G., enough for a big push and a first down. So after a penalty-ridden drive by the Mustangs, we find them making it all the way to the 16-yard line to give us 1st and 10 for Mantachi with 3:29 to go in the first. Out to the side. They'll give the ball up to number 5, Levi Ellis. He'll take that carry for several yards. 12 to be exact. Gets us inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, Mantachi. Ball gets to about the 7, and that will be where Mantachi has it. 1st and goal. Down in position. Handoff number 22 will get wrapped up at the 2-yard line and kept out of the end zone. That's number 22, Braden Sauls, on the carry. Ethan Sanders on the tackle. 2nd and goal from the 2nd. Mantachi ball. 6-0 Mustangs with the 1 touchdown lead at the moment. 2:25 to go here in the first. They will jam it out to the left side, end over and through the end zone. And there the official will signal the touchdown. 6 points on the board for Mantachi. Mantachi lines up for the 2-point conversion, gets the handoff, goes for the pass deep in the pocket, and through the corner it will be. They'll add 2 to the board, and they'll recover that missed PAT at the beginning and take that point now. Gives them a 2-touchdown lead, 14-0 as the Mustangs lead the Bears. 2:17 to go in the first quarter of play. Alcorn Central trails Mantachi 14-0. It's homecoming tonight here in the Bears' Den. Bears getting ready to receive here. Set back on the kick return here. Leading the team in kick return yardage, number 5, Harvern Davis, with 40 yards total. Kick is up, little squib to the 35. Will be taken by Stephen Rickman. They'll run it in motion. Down the right side, he'll go. He'll get drugged down right at the 49-yard line. So that will be a 14-yard return there by number 1, Stephen Rickman. And coincidentally enough, for the first 5 ball games, he had a total of 14 yards So he will double his total yardage of return for the season, puts him to 28, and puts the Bears at the 49-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Bears have it 1st and 10 with 2:11 to go in the first quarter of play. It's 14-0, ball on the 49-yard line, setting a receiver out in Davis Harden to the far left, or rather to the far right, sending 2 receivers out to the left on a short side left hash play. Back in the pocket, the handoff to number 5, Harvern Davis. He'll try to drive it up the middle. The intention was to pull the defense off and kind of send them squandering out to the sides. But they're going to catch on pretty quick, deviate to the inside, draw those defenders in, and they'll get the stop at the line of scrimmage. A yard beyond. They'll give him the fall on that one. 2nd and 9 now and a yard gain. Puts the ball in neutral territory at the 50-yard line. This time going to set another receiver out to the right in Chandler South. Going to swap up a few here, send Riley Lambert just to his immediate left. And a little more heavy on the left side, rather the right side. Left as I'm looking at it, right if you're behind the play. Snaps back. Robertson in the pocket. Passes completed to Chandler South, and it will be drummed up as a loss of 2 on the play. Pass was complete. Little slant route to the right side. That will come up, a 2-yard loss for the Bears. Should be 3rd and 11. Manatee Mustang sideline just a bit upset. Looks like there's a possible flag on the play. Personal foul on the Mustangs. And that will give the Bears a 1st down. Woo! And a enraged Manatee sidelines will see the Bears walk downfield for a 1st down. I'm going to be completely honest with you, folks. I didn't even see what was going on, which is not too uncommon. Slant pass out to Chadwick Sanders. Off the hands of Robertson. Enough for a 1st down and just a bit more. He'll get shoved out of bounds. There's a flag on the play, a possible late hit by the Manatee Mustangs, and the Bears may not only gain the 14 yards on the catch and carry, but they may grab a 15 extra in the right direction. Could it be a 29-yard total gain? We'll see what the flag is about, but we know we've gotten the 1st down just a tad bit more. 14 yards on the play off the hands of number 14, Robertson, to number 32, Sanders. That's a Golden Bear 1st down. Personal foul on the Mustangs. Late hit. That will put the Bears in the much better position than they would have been at the conclusion of just regular turnout. And that gets the ball to the 12-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. The Bears are 12 yards from a touchdown. Snaps back, handoff through the middle, and a flag on the play. Flags in the backfield could potentially be on the Bears. Looking to see what the call will be. Hold on the Bears. That's what I was expecting. Will be a 10-yard penalty. We'll replay 1st down. So 10 yards back puts us to 1st and 20. Ball now to the 24-yard line. And the Bears will get in motion here. Set up with receivers out to the left. Flag on the play, false start on the Bears. So says the official on the sidelines. Now, this official is the one coming from the far side. So on the Mantachi. Line judge will give the 5-yard penalty to the Bears. Now it is 1st and 25. So the longest the Bears have had to go to get a first down tonight. Good thing is there's 4 downs left to play. 17 seconds and counting here in the first quarter of play. Robertson in the pocket. He's back in the slot. There goes the pass and incomplete to the ground. Will take us to 2nd and 25. Clock will stop on the incomplete pass. We'll get the ball reset. Snap back to Robertson. There's the pass to Davis. Davis out to the right side. He will get up near the 15. And that'll be a good positive move for the Bears. Going to get them within the original line of scrimmage and a flag on the play. Maybe the flag was on the tackle, maybe a horse collar or a face mask. I'm not exactly sure because it's coming from the back of the side judge. And so when you see one coming from the side, now he was right at the tackle. It's hard to know where it's going at. You hope it's on the tackle, because if it's on the tackle, that means it's going to be on the Mustangs, more than likely. But it's going to be on the Bears, a hold call. That will be a spot foul, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And Coach Warren will see the time expire on that previous play, so we will be walking the football back to the opposite end zone. But first, they've got to reset the spot. So from the 15, 16, so they'll walk it back 10 yards to the actual 30. So they'll take 10 back from the 20, gets us to the 30, and now they're going to have to rewalk the end zone to swap sides. I was almost certain that ball was near the 16, but the flag, maybe he caught the hold at the 20, and that's where the flag was resting. I couldn't quite see where the flag was resting. So either way, the new spot will be at the 30, and they will be rewalking the end zones here to swap directions. And we will take a brief moment to pause here as we see the first half come to an end. 14-0 the score, Mantachi in the lead. And we're back with you to give you the opening of the second quarter here. 14-0. Bears with the football. It's second and very long. They're at the 30. They got to get to the 4 if they want a first down. Passes up and in the air and going to be intercepted off the hands of a Bear. Number 5, Levi Ellis, will take that interception. He will step out of bounds at around the 16, 17-yard line, and that'll be a Mantachi first down. In an unfortunate turn of events by the Bears. So it will now be Mantachi first and 10 from the Golden Bear 17. Plays in motion, comes back, looking for the pass. He can't grab it, and the Bears are going to wrap him up for the sack in the backfield. And that'll be the first sack of the ball game. Good coverage there by the defense to get through the line, find that open hole, chase down the ball, and put him at the ground. So a 6-7-yard loss there by the Mustangs gives them the 2nd and 16. Big tackle there by the Bears. Handoff up the middle, comes the run. Goes number 2, Hunter Hester. And enough to pounce for a first down. Sorry, folks, I had to take a brief hiatus. Someone came and was asking for a concession stand run order, and I had to give them a sincere thank you because this fella here has no dollars and a fumble on the play. Bears are probably going to recover it. We've got several hands on top of it. Ball comes loose in the tackle. Can the Bears get on top of it? And they do. Alex G on the fumble recovery. Alcorn Central with the football. What a way to make a keen play. Get inside there. Ball's going to come loose on the tackle, going to hit the helmet, fly up, take a couple rolls. A few hands are going to smack it, but Alex G is going to take a hold of it, jump on that football. He's got possession. It's 1st and 10 for the Bears. They need to capitalize on this opportunity. They've been given a chance to get downfield, even after an interception gets called back. Now we're going to see 1st and 10, Alcorn Central with a chance to keep that march forward. We were at the 14 with one of the better field positions we've had tonight. We need to continue to get back where we were, but keep pushing a little bit farther without so many mishaps. If we can keep the ball rolling and the grease oiled on all the bearings, we'll be good. Harvern Davis on the run up the middle. He gets to the 35. They'll give him forward progress on that, call him down on the take. So a big gain there by the Bears of 5. Slashes it in half, leads us to 2nd and 5 now. Harvern Davis with a total of 274 yards this season with 51 carries. He averages 5.37 yards a carry up to this point in the ball game. So those 4 and 5 yard gains here and there really make a big difference for the Bears on the drive forward. 2nd and about 6 for the Bears. Back in the pocket to Kemp, And an immediate handoff drawn down in the backfield for a loss of those 4 yards back to the original line of scrimmage it'll be second and a little more than 10. Handoff was to Sanders on the right side, gets blown up pretty quick by a pretty stout defensive line, and that's going to see us come to a 3rd and about 11 here for the Bears. So again, when the offensive line needs to be providing some coverage here, putting in some effort and making those defensive stops, building those walls and putting up that pressure early to keep the Mustangs driven away. High snap. Pass out to Davis, going to trip and fall. That's going to bring up 4th down, and the Bears are going to have to get rid of the ball. They've got too good of position on the field, midfield, to try and go for a 4th down conversion attempt. You're 4th and about 15, so it's going to be a risky play if they keep the ball in the pocket here. Going to see a few new faces come strolling in and a few familiar faces come rolling out, and should be setting up for a special teams kick with number 17 Chandler J. South in the area to get it loose. And a high snap. South is able to recover, gets it, and a good long punt there to the 15-yard line. It's into the hands of Ellis. He'll get wrapped up, spun around, get back up, and eventually gets shoved out of bounds. I apologize, that's number 2, Hester, not Ellis. And that will see the Mustangs out of bounds at the 35 on the recovery for about 20 yards on the return. And Coach Warren wanting to see some flags out on the field. He's trying to make clear that there was a penalty that the referee just missed, and he's trying his best to fight for the boys here, trying to get them the calls that they deserve, and doesn't all the time come open and isn't all the time seen by the officials. It's a hard job to do to make every call, but you at least want to provide opportunity to get the ones right that you can when they are available. 1st and 10, Mustangs send the ball to the left side of the field. It'll be a 5-yard gain there by the Mustangs. 2nd and 5 on a controversial missed call there. It looked like a Manatee lineman just nearly, or all but kicks a Golden Bear defender. Run by Hester, gets cut loose at the 50, and he'll get shoved down at the 45. Stephen Rickman in the play, and a flag from the backfield comes from the head ref. Flags at the 47, he picks it up, puts it at the 45. I'll wait to see what this call is. Personal foul on the Golden Bears. They're going to call that a late hit, and that's going to be in the favor of the Mustangs. And a bad break defensively. You've got to keep your head on your shoulders the right way. You've got to keep mentality clean, and you can't be giving away yardage at all. Big loss there by the Bears defense. Sees the Mustangs take control 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Snaps back, looking in the pocket. He's looking for the pass. He goes up the middle and incomplete. The ball falls shy. Hits the hands of Hester and falls low off the hands of Jacob Hawks, the senior quarterback for the Mustangs. It'll be incomplete, 2nd down. Yeah, just replaying some of that film just now. There's no way that's considered a late hit. I mean, the whistle had not blown the play dead yet, which would ensue what a late hit would be after the play has been called dead, and that has to be done by the officials. So he doesn't blow his whistle till after he throws the flag, which means you can't have a late hit. Hawk's going to take it for himself on the handoff there, going to get it out to the right side. He's going to grab about 8. No, they're going to call him 11 yards on the carry, enough to move the chains first. So not only was this previous play was the play not called dead yet, was the idea that he wasn't even completely down yet. He was on the downward motion, but he wasn't considered down, and that's why the whistle's not going to be blown. And but nonetheless, that official thinks he has to throw the flag, and I believe it may have partly been because Coach Warren was trying to fight for the right calls, and maybe he just got a little too upset with that and decided he'd throw the flag against us instead. But nonetheless, the Manatee Mustangs see a first down. They're at the 17. Passes incomplete. Off the hands of Hawks was intended for number 22, Braden Sauls, and that leaves us to 2nd and 10. Plays in motion, handoff through the middle, and that will be a takedown. They're going to try and fight for what they think's a fumble. And the Bears are going to recover. They're going to force a fumble and get the recovery there. So Alcorn Central will be taking over possession around the 15-yard line. What a big pickup by the Bears to keep the Mustangs off the board again. 5:32 to go here in the second half of play. 14-0. The Bears have another first down. And I don't know if maybe the fans just weren't paying attention because there was just not as much as excitement as there should have been on that fumble recovery just there. So if I was giving a grade on fan excitement on that fumble recovery, it'd probably be a D-. Snaps back. Tylen Kemp in the pocket. And he will get sacked, but that should be a face mask. He grabbed his helmet as hard as he possibly could, and there's not going to be a flag anywhere in sight. He puts his hand nearly in the kid's eyeball. I swear, it takes a lot to make me upset, but things like that do. Not only is it just illegal, it's not even the fact that it's against the rules that what makes me mad when they miss it. It's the fact that you can get kids hurt when you're not calling these things. Anything you let slide will continue to happen. And you don't want to play with someone's neck right there on a helmet. Bad officiating leaves the Bears in a deep deficit behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to shove the ball up the middle. They'll get taken down right at the 1-yard line. And that's going to be a tackle on loss. The 1-yard line brings up 3rd and deep for the Bears. Should have been a face mask, and we should still be on a first down, and we should be 15 yards forward, but apparently we can't seem to, play the ball game right, or the officials can't seem to play the ball game right. We end up getting ridiculously missed calls. Timeout will be taken on the field. Coach Warren will burn his second timeout. He's got one remaining. And I don't think he's the only one going to take a timeout, folks. I'm going to take one, too, to cool down, collect my thoughts. We'll be back in just a moment with ACHS Golden Bear football. And back to the action. Here we are in Golden Bear Stadium. Here in the Bears Den, about to get things underway to wrap up the second quarter of play. 3:57 the ball game, now 14-0 here in the second quarter of play. The Manatee Mustangs have the 2-touchdown lead. A myriad of crazy calls here so far tonight, and it's just been one crazy thing after crazy thing, and anyways, here we are, still here. And we're about to get play back in motion. And Bears back in motion here. It's now 4th and super long for the Bears. Trying to keep the ball out of the end zone. You're going to have to punt it literally right at the back of the end zone, so you got to get it as deep as you can. Keep from fumbling, keep from dropping the snap, and just keep it out of the end zone altogether. Snap's good, and a decent punt out to the 35. He will come out to the right side. That's number 2, Hester. He's coming down the sideline. He will get chased out of bounds, and they will call him down at the, looks like 9-yard line. And after the kick return, or punt return rather, the Manatee Mustangs will be inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. Pass out by the Mustangs, gets it into the end zone for a Manatee touchdown. Put 6 on the board after they draw it up and get it to the corner. And that's the 3rd reception for a touchdown by the Mustangs this evening. And the Mustangs going to be back in position, preparing for the point after. Kick is up and through the middle of the uprights. It will score. That'll put 1 on the board, make it 21-0. The Mustangs with the 3-score lead. That will take us 2:50 to go here in the second quarter of play. 21-0 the score as the Mustangs lead the Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that tomorrow you may go see the ACHS Purple Pride Marching Band in action in Boonville at Northeast Mississippi Community College. You can see them take the field at 10 a.m. in competition in the ratings portion of the Northeast Mississippi Community College Tiger Band Marching exhibition. Bears will take the field at 10 a.m., so go join us and see what they have to offer. And you will be able to see and hear their performance tonight right here on ACHS Media and ACHS Paw Talk Radio for your enjoyment and entertainment. So please stick around for that as we approach halftime with 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the first half of play. and a good end-over-end out back to number 5, Harvern Davis. He'll take it on the return. He's chasing out right, and a lateral pass. I don't know if it was intentional or if it just happened, but it's going to be received by a Bear just to the left, and it will be taken down. Riley Lambert, I don't know if Davis saw the defender coming at him and decides to pitch it out to his right side, or if he just gets hit, spins around, and the ball comes loose and miraculously falls in Lambert's hands. But nonetheless, pretty cool, and the Bears keep possession. It's 1st and 10 right here for the Bears on the 22-yard line. Snap back. Kemp looking for the pass. He gets some blocks, decides to keep it for himself. He's going to spin out and get near to where he starts. That's going to be 2nd down. The loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11 now for the Bears. And I've just realized, folks, this entire time I've forgotten to change the quarter on the scoreboard. There we go. It's fixed now. 2nd quarter. It's been the 2nd quarter for 10 minutes now, but it's just now where you can see it. 2:08 to go here in the first half of play as the score clock counts away. It's 21-0, Mantachie in the lead. And the Bears prepare 2nd and 11. Out to the right side, the Bears will take it for an out-of-bounds tackle and a timeout called by the Mustangs. That will stop the clock and give the Bears 1 minute and 38 seconds to go here in the half to try and prepare a comeback if they want to put points on the board before we take a break. 3rd down and 6 to go for the Bears. They will receive the football in the second half. They won the toss and elected to defer, so it will be Golden Bear football after the half. Bears come back to the field, 3rd and 6. The ball is on the Golden Bear 27-yard line. 1:38 to go in the first. Bears lining up 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Those are Davis Harden, Riley Lambert, and Chandler J. South. Transition. Goes forward. Tylen Kemp on the quarterback keep, enough for a 1st down and all the way to the 40 and beyond. They will drag him up to the 45, and the tackle will give an extra 6 yards for the Bears, and that's enough for a Golden Bear 1st down with 1:26 to go here in the half. But a flag on the play, it's probably coming back. Wow. So much to be excited about and so much to lose right in front of us. It's a hold on the Bears. And that's going to walk us back behind the line of scrimmage, third down and much longer to go. We had it 3rd and 6, and now it's 3rd and about 22. And how upsetting that is. And it looks like Coach Warren will burn his last time out. With 1:21 to go here in the second quarter of play, the Bears trail 21-0, and a holding call brings back what would have been an 18-yard gain by the Bears on our quarterback keeper by number 6, Talon Kemp. Gets called back for a 10-yard loss. Or rather, 10-yard loss from the spot of the foul. So really, if you take the whole total yardage of loss, it's an 18-yard loss. Excuse me, 16-yard loss. And that will be the Bears' immediate decline. 3rd and 22, long to go. Ball now spotted at the 12-yard line. And a deep position for the Bears to try and recover from. We'll be resetting the game clock to 1:23. Coach Hall's having a little trouble here. And we got it reset. 1:23. Passes in the air and intercepted by the Mustangs. And it will be scooted into the end zone for a touchdown on an interception by the Mustangs. And that will be enough to put another 6 on the board for Mantachi and a chance to have a 4-touchdown lead before half. 1 minute, 13 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And the Mustangs prepare for the extra point. And the kick will be incomplete and not through the uprights, and that will not score the extra, and that will leave us 27-0 here, Mantachi with the lead. Bears will prepare to receive here with 1:13 to go in the second quarter. Mantachi prepares for the kick. They go up. kick is out and will roll out of bounds at the 20, and that will be the flag on the field. That's what it'll indicate. And the Bears will begin at the 35-yard line. They'll have the football with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the half. Snaps back, handoff from Robertson to Davis, and a good run there. Gain of about 8 on the play leaves us to be 2nd and 2 with 1 minute and counting to go. So the Bears are going to have to get into a hurry-up offense if they want to get things rolling. They have no timeouts remaining, 45 seconds and counting. Snap back to Robertson, and the handoff to Davis is immediately wrapped up and brought down for a tackle of loss by the Mustangs. 25 seconds as the clock counts away brings up 3rd down. Don't forget to stick around for the performance of the ACHS Purple Pride Marching Band. Snaps back, Robertson to Davis, going to run into his own man, tries to dive forward, but can't get to the 1st down before the clock expires, and that ends the first half of play. 27-0 is the score at the end of 1 half of play. 2 quarters of football have been completed here, and Manatee leads 27-0, and the Bears will walk towards the locker room to find some offensive advice, and the Purple Pride Marching Band will make their way to the field for their halftime performance, Distortion, and show tonight and tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Tiger Stadium, Northeast Mississippi Community College in Boonville. Go visit them and check out what the Purple Pride have to offer in marching competition. Please direct your attention to center field as we prepare to bring you Purple Pride.
Central Purple Pride Marching Band. Head director is Mr. Lee Hopkins. Assistant director is Ms. Dana Mack. Agent staff are Kurt Farmer, Allison Monroe, Justin Johnson, Dave Clark. The 2022 Purple Pride presents their halftime show Distortion. Music tonight includes Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Radiohead 3, and the Foo Fighters representatives. Drum major, Bruce Robinson, is your band leader. You may take the field for your halftime performance.
Somebody asked him if he
To our
makes
kid, our
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to ACHS Paul Talk Radio. I'm glad you've joined us. I'm Coach Mask, excited to be back with you for second half action here in the Bears' den. The Bears, unfortunately, trail the Mustangs right now as we get prepared to begin the third quarter. It's 27-0, Mantachi with the commanding lead. They got out, started pretty quick and early and got things rolling and have capitalized on some Golden Bear penalties that have drawn us so far back. The inability to convert's been made difficult, and then we've also seen some penalties go the way of the Mustangs that I don't necessarily think should have gone the way of the Mustangs, but nonetheless, we see Mantachi driving ahead. So about 90 seconds on the count off or until the officials decide they want to start the game. For second half action in the Bears' den. Again, this is homecoming night. We hope you had a chance to join in and watch homecoming festivities. We had some technical delays early on in the broadcast, and hopefully we've gotten those resolved where you're able to enjoy have been able to enjoy the broadcast up until this point. So hopefully all is well in that category and life is good. And maybe things we'll consider from that point forward. Game clock is reset. And we're going to get ready for second half action. Maybe. Pretty sure that's like the fourth time I've said this and we've yet to start, so. I don't know if the more I say it, the more unlikely it becomes. Okay, we've got the ball lined up. We are ready to go. And the ensuing kick is up and will be out of bounds on the kick. So the Bears should see that football taken at the 35-yard line. It should be 1st and 10 from the Golden Bear 35. Or round about that area as they get ready to make the spot. And that is where it will begin. Bears have the football. 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. And we are about to begin the 12 minutes play here in the third quarter. There's a snap. Kemp comes out to the right side on the quarterback keeper. He'll take it all the way up to the 45. Gets pushed out of bounds just at the line of progression. And looks like there's a little squabble on the sidelines between both teams, members of the Bears and the opposing side. I believe it may have started here by the Mantachi Mustangs. Got a few men on the fence line here, including a sharply dressed Coach Matt Wilbanks, trying to make sure his thoughts were known to the referee. I don't think the referee cared what he had to say because nothing happened. But it was on both teams, so they would have offset even if they were called. So 1st and 10, the Bears get the first down. Harvard Davis grabs the ball, goes forward. He's going to get up to the 47-yard line. That will be a 3-yard gain, leaves it 2nd and 7. And the official going to run quickly to the inside grouping there. Going to try to pull a few men off each other to keep a greater brawl from happening. Takes us to 11:27 to go here in the third. If the Bears met at halftime looking for some type of change, the adjustment, strengthening that line there, mostly offensively, just trying to put some points on the board. The pass through the center, incomplete, off the hands of Kemp. The idea to get downfield quickly, get plays where you can make them, and just put some points on the board to kind of break up that deficit a bit. And then when you look at it defensively, you've got to find a way to contain the option. Right now, the Mustangs are leaving things so open that they can find that variation and that speed in and out of these areas. And so it's going to really create opportunity for them to play offensively, and that's where the majority of the time is going to lie. And a handoff to Harvern. Davis will take himself to the 48-yard line. And we've got a flag on the field. That will be unsportsmanlike conduct. In a crazy turn of events, there's just a lot of pressure on both teams right now. Waiting for the final call. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike. We've seen about 4 or 5 unsportsmanlikes come throughout the course of the game so far. There's actually going to be a personal foul on the Mustangs. Not sure what the personal foul was, but it looks like maybe he was calling an ejection, potentially. He took his thumb and pointed outward, so I believe we may have just seen an ejection after personal foul. Nonetheless, this should give the Bears a first down. They're inside Mustang territory. And speaking to a couple of Manatee officials above the booth here, their sentiments were, this is just going to be a battle of who gets the least amount of penalties. Though I don't believe that's necessarily the case. There has been quite a bit of red penalty flags onto the field. And I almost said red flags. They're not red, they're yellow. But every time you see a penalty, there is a red flag being drawn, meaning there's a problem somewhere. So, excuse my metaphor there as the officials continue to try and figure out what they're doing. Looks like Manatache's head coach is trying his best to find a way to keep his player in the ball game. And the officials are struggling with him. If it were up to me and I was on the field, I'd just send him out too. Might as well. In the 6 years I've broadcasted football, I don't believe I've witnessed a football coach be ejected. It hadn't happened yet. Maybe it will. I don't know. Officials keep the timeout to walk the ball forward. Coach Warren going to call the team to the sideline. And try to talk some sense into whatever's happening here. And a crazy turn of events. I don't even really know what to say at this point. And well, until they can figure out what's going on the field, I'm just going to sit here and not say anything. We'll be back as soon as I have more information. Right now, I'm not just going to keep saying the same thing over and over again. Personal foul will stand for the Mustangs. Bears will pick up better field position off the additional yardage there. I think that the conversation on the field, best that I can understand, was whether or not to uphold the ejection. And a bad snap going to be fallen on top of by the Bears in the backfield. When you are gifted 15 additional yards, you can't, especially the next play, give those yards up. You've got to clean up your offensive move. You've got to make sure every snap is secure. You've got to make sure that ball security behind the line is secure. You've got to make sure you've got open holes. You can't give any inch, because any inch that you're going to get left open, you're going to see something just like what happened come back to haunt you. So a 1st and 10 from the 33 now turns into 2nd and long from the 45. And a flag on the play, probably going to be a false start or potentially an illegal shift on the Bears. Yeah, but it's going to be a false start, so another 5-yard penalty. So just after all of the action that you've got moving forward, potential ejection, unsportsmanlike, all these things that are going on, now you're going to see this pullback. You've got to make sure that everything's clean and crystal clear to keep yourself in that position. So now what was a 1st and 10 from the 32 turns into a 2nd and long from the 50, and an eternity to go downfield. You've got to keep it clean. You've got to get it as far away as you can. That's an offsides, I hope, is what's going to be the call. Looks like number 21, Cooper Gwynn, was making a jump, but they're going to say the first motion was on the Bears. Chadwick Sanders was behind the line of scrimmage outside of the neutral zone. And he makes a shift to the left. They're going to call a false start. That was not a false start. He was not anywhere in the neutral zone. He did not have any actionable play coming on. He was outside in the receiving position going to make a spin out. Incorrect call once again. Now, not the first time this has happened tonight, nor do I assume it'll be the last. We've got about 15 or 19 minutes left in the whole ball game. But here we go once more. 5-yard penalty. Now we're back into our own 45-yard line. Kemp goes for the pass. Incomplete. Will come up. Penalty flag on the field should be interference. But at this point, who knows? The only thing I do know is that the referee can't catch the football either, so at least we're all here together. Pass interference on the Mustangs, 15-yard penalty. The flag's at the Golden Bear 45-yard line. Be a 15-yard penalty up to the Golden Bear 40. Now it puts it to an automatic first down. And it'll be 1st and 18 for the Bears. Should be a first down on the field. Looks like the chain operator's got a 2nd down. Flag on the play. Pitiful. We've got a side judge calling a false start. Head referees not even blowing the play dead. If this isn't the dirtiest, most pitiful excuse of a ball game, I don't know what is. We see the play called dead, and Mantachi still approaches and makes a chop inside. But they'll allow the false start to stand, and 5 yards will come back now to the 45. Ridiculous isn't even the word that I think that I could use to describe this. 27-0, 6:38 to go in the second half here in the third quarter. 2nd and long for the Bears. They're on the Mantachi 45-yard line trying to get to the Mantachi 22. Sanders on the shift. Back in the pocket. Kemp avoids a tackle. Fumble on the play. Mantachi will recover at the Golden Bear 46. Looks like Coach Warren's going to want a little explanation to that one. The officials will take a my time, give both teams a chance to get to the sidelines and meet with the coaching staff. And I don't imagine if you're wearing purple as a coach, you're very happy at the moment. 6:30 to go in the third quarter. (27-0) the score on the officials' timeout. 6:30 to go here in the third quarter of play. After a fumble recovery by the Mustangs. The things you hear from fans, that was probably one of the better comments that I've heard. I can't share it with you because it's a little political, but I'm telling you, it was quite funny. I'm laughing just a bit right now. Pass drawn up by the Mustangs goes deep and incomplete. Falls just by the wayside to bring up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now from the Golden Bear 46-yard line. Mantechi draws up another play with 6:23 to go. Right now, score reports from around the area. Biggersville atop the Eagles of TCPS 40-7 right now after half. Flag on the play should be false start on the Mustangs. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. And about one of the first times in quite some time the Mustangs have gotten a penalty against them. So, wow. They'll lose 5 on that, pushes them back to their own 49. Some other scores in the area. Kossuth 14, Boonville 7. These are halftime scores by both teams. Play drawn up and a run through the left side. Breaks off from the center, drives out, gets a little open ground, and Boonville will, or rather Mantechi will take some effort and get themselves to near the 25. So edging close to the red zone, they'll call the play dead directly on the 25-yard line. So that will be 1st and 10 for Mantechi right at the 25 after they get the sweep through and take out to the left side. Atop the left hash on the far side as we view it. Here goes the snap. Reversal around. They'll take the handoff. The quarterback keeper on a flick to the right side. He goes there to the left, and down on the ground he will be off the hands of number 1, Stephen Rickman, with some assistance of Reed Robertson and Alex G. Bears get the tackle there, but not before the Mustangs reach inside the 10-yard line to bring up a 1st and goal. .5:30 to go here in the third. 27-0 the score. And the Mustangs are going to march into the end zone on the 1st and goal play on a quick slam to jam it up the middle. They'll add 6 to the board as we await the approach by special teams. Looks like they will be lining up to go for 2. Receivers, wide to the right, one out to the left. There goes the drop on the ball. Back in the pocket, looking for the pass. He goes out and incomplete. It will fall out of the hands of a receiver, incomplete, and that will leave the score 33-0. Mantechi on the lead. Quick score update. Kossuth remains ahead of the Blue Devils. This is a third quarter report, 21-14 Kossuth. One score above Boonville, 21-14 there from Boonville. 5:13 to go as the Bears prepare to receive from the Mustangs. It's 33-0. Bears suffered a tough loss last week. The Bearcats of Baldwin in a shutout. So the hopeful wish for the Bears tonight would be to at least get something on the board to avoid another shutout situation. Alex G calls the catch, takes it at the 25. He's going to raise his hands up to tell his teammates, I've got the catch. And the official's going to think he calls a fair catch, and Coach Warren's going to say it's an obvious difference in sticking your hands out like you're making a T and waving your hand in the air like you're telling your grandkid goodbye. But apparently they don't think there's much of a difference between the two, and they're going to call the ball dead at the 25 where he catches it. So Coach Warren not happy. I'm not happy. Probably some other people in the stands not happy. But then again, there's probably some people across the field that are happy, so, you just can't please everybody. 1st and 10, Auburn Central at the 25, 75 yards to march. And they need to do it in a quick and successful manner if they want to put anything on the board in the third quarter. There's 5 minutes left. Harvard Davis on the carry, going to get wrapped up, put down in the backfield. A tackle for loss by the Mustangs leaves the Bears about 5 yards behind the original spot, 2nd and 15. Handoff, Talon Kemp gives away. Golden Bears try to drive it up the middle. Harvard Davis with the carry. Comes up, no gain on the play. Leaves 3rd and 15 remaining for the Bears. 4 minutes to go in the third. Third and 15, Bears have the ball on their own 19-yard line. Back in the pocket, Kemp looking for the pass. It's completed to number 32, Sanders. And will only leave a yard to pick up for the Bears. So 4th and long, we'll see special teams come out looking for the point. Fourth and long, Chandler South on the punt, gets it up to the 50, going to hit and roll over into the 40, and a blindside hit. Strong move by Harvard Davis to stop the return there, and a fight on the infield. Looked like a Mustang had it out for a Golden Bear. Flags on the field. I was just worried about the awesome hit here that Harvard Davis delivered. Didn't even know there was something else going on until I turn around and here I see a big mob of people. And then all of a sudden, everybody's fists start pumping in the air. You know something's going on when you see fists pumping in the air. And, I'm hearing all kinds of comments right now, and the windows are shut. So you know that they're loud enough. When the windows are closed and the words are audible. 2 unsportsmanlike conducts, one on the Bears and one on the Mustangs. Those will offset each other. And we will repunt the football. Picked up at the 47. Harvard Davis is not around this time to get the massive hit. And the Bears will come around, and looks like number 35 will take the Bears down. Flags on the play. Coaches having to, again, come to the field and drag players off. When you got it, 33-0, and you're not getting the calls you need, you can't let your head get in the way of the ball game. You've got to give it up. Put yourself out of the equation, take the emotion off the field, and just play with the thought to win. Coach Warren and the head coach for the Mustangs are meeting with the officials here. Coach Warren obviously upset. Hand gestures, probably saying this does not need to happen. Somebody's got to find control. Coach Harrison, assistant athletic director, goes out to the idea again. Coach Warren not happy, showing his support for the Bears, trying to fight for his boys. Seeing this type of debauchery by the officials is not only distasteful, but it is disheartening because you're putting the lives of high school student athletes at risk, and that is not something that an official should be deciding. They are here to preside over the game according to the rules and not to display any emotion or effect to the ball game one side or the other. When that starts to happen and blinders start to be seen, people get hurt. This is not just a pledge because I feel like we're being wronged. I think that the officials have made calls inaccurately on both sides. But just as a generality, you've got to keep the player safe. That is your utmost object. Whatever Coach Warren told the huddle excited the sidelines. So I don't know what it was, but it was clearly excitable. And the fans are clearly excited, stomping and clapping and cheering. Someone's writing me a note. Things are going well. The only thing we've missed tonight was Brandon Derrick's weather predictions. will remain 4th down. 15-yard penalty puts us back to 4th and 1. I see people with cell phones out. They are trying to take as many pictures and videos of these referees as they can. I don't know if it would make a difference, but they are. I'm not here to instigate my opinion, although I do quite a bit. Actually, I am here to do that. But I'm here to report the facts, and the facts are that some people are videoing the referees. Here goes the punt once more. It's going to be a high. And we'll fall to the 48 when the Bears touch it, and that's where the Mustangs will begin. And it will be 1st and 10, Mantachie from their own 49. First and 10, Mantachie from the 49. Ball comes out to the right side. Hester in control. He'll get knocked down by Chadwick Sanders. Flags on the play. And the penalties and debauchery continues here in the Bears' den. Personal foul, late hit on the Golden Bears will be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Puts the ball to the 8-yard line, 1st and goal for Mantachie. Swinging the ball out, they'll fake it through the center. Mantachie on the drive forward. The jam up the middle takes about 6 yards, leaves them 2 yards shy of the goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal. .53 seconds and counting to go here in the 3rd. Snaps back. They'll drive it up the middle. Ellis on the carry and a flag on the play. Coming from across the sidelines. The penalty flag, you know, I've seen games where you don't hardly see them. And then in this game, I think I've seen the penalty flag more than I've seen the football so far tonight. So that's interesting. I'm not taking stats, mostly because I can barely do what I am doing, much less do that and take stats. But if someone were and we were marking penalties, there have probably been more yards in penalty than there have been in total offense for either team. That would be my guess. That's a pretty big estimate, but it would probably be pretty close. .37 seconds is what remains in the 3rd quarter of play. And Coach Charlotte Foster is here in the shiniest jacket I believe I've seen sometime. I just happened to notice it, not that it has anything to do with the game. PAT is up and good for an extra point. That adds 7 to their original total. It's now 40-0 as the Bears trail the Mustangs of Mantachie. And the Mustangs prepare to make the kick as the Bears get in position to receive. 37.8 seconds will be the amount of time the Bears have in the third quarter to get as far as they can before we flip end zones. And from this point forward, until the Bears can put points on the board, we will see the clock run as long as it is not a dead ball foul, a timeout, or any kind of official referenced events. So and there must have been a penalty on the Bears in the previous play because the kick will instead happen from the Golden Bear 45 rather than the Mantachie 40. And so a 15-yard penalty sees the Bears having to take it even farther back than usual. Harvern Davis going to muff the return. He's going to take it out to the right side. Tries to find a little room. He gets knocked a little unstable, and out of bounds he will be. And he will be out around the 13-yard line, and that'll give us 1st and 10, and the referee signals the running clock. That will be the end of the third quarter. We will see 40-0 the standing score with 12 minutes of football remaining. Clock will stop just for us to get the end zones flipped. Don't forget to go support your Purple Pride Marching Band tomorrow in action at Boonville in the Northeast Mississippi Community College Marching Classic. We'll perform at 10 a.m. You may also, if you're just looking to really get out there and cheer on your Bears and Golden Bears in events, you can start your day early for the cross-country races that will be taking place in Pontotoc County at South Pontotoc Invitational. So you go down there and see cross-country run and then take yourself up the road just a piece, get on Highway 78, and then come up to Highway 45 and bring yourself up to Boonville, and then stop and watch the Purple Pride, and then when they are finished, you may go on your merry way and enjoy the rest of the day. So the Bears will have it at the 12-yard line. With a ways to go, they've got 12 minutes to put something on the board to avoid the 4th shutout of the season. Bears take it out to the right side. Going to come up for a loss of 2 on the play, trying to get it on the end out. My view was obstructed, and I did not see who was carrying the ball. We're in our gold tops, gold helmets, white pants with purple stripes. And from a distance, they look like highlighters, and they're beginning to blend. That and I just generally can't see them anyways, so a bad combination. And Coach Warren will take a timeout, his first of the half, and 10 minutes and 58 seconds remains on the clock. It will stop, and Coach Warren will meet with his offense. Chadwick Sanders on the carry there for the Bears. Sanders going to get that ball up the middle and a big pickup there. He's going to be about an 8-yard gain. Leads us 3 yards shy of the line of progression. So let's take it to a third. Rather, we'll call it a 9-yard gain. 2 yards shy. 3rd and 2 now for the Bears and a manageable jump here. So on 3rd and short, we'll see the Bears try and attack once more. Ball up the middle and enough for a Golden Bear first down. Carry by number 5, Harvern Davis takes it for 4 yards, gets us 2 yards beyond the line of progression. Let's see those chains move forward, and a new set of downs comes our way. It's 1st and 10 for the Bears. Ball at the 25. 9:33 to go in the ball game. Bears just trying to give it their best effort to get on the board. Chadwick Sanders on the carry, and the Mustangs on the attempt to tackle will drag him for a few extra yards, and he will end up grabbing about 4 on the carry, so that'll leave 6 to go for the Bears. 2nd and 6. Handoff, Davis going to take this one on a big push. He'll get through the center, grabs about 3 on the carry. That's going to leave us a long 2 to drive here for the Bears. Oh, rather, we're going to give him about 4 on the carry. So a long yard to go here for the Bears. It's 3rd and 1. Snap back. Handoff's going to be faked. End out to the right side. Chadwick Sanders going to try to draw up the confusion in the backfield. He's going to end up being caught behind the line of scrimmage, and a tackle for loss draws the Bears back. And now it's 4th and 3. Snaps back. Bears will try to go for it. Robertson on the deep pass. It's out and almost in the hands of number 17, South. He puts it out there. It hits the fingertips and falls in front. Comes up incomplete. And they will take over at the 32-yard line. And it'll be Mantechi ball. 1st and 10. 6:41 to go in the ball game as the clock continues to run. And a ball game that has been extremely long because we've stopped the clock numerous amounts of times for the myriad of penalty flags we've had. Cheerleaders are now throwing out footballs. Not really sure why they've waited this late in the ball game to do it. They must have found them under the bleachers or something and been like, hey, we should give these out. They're trying to bring the excitement back into the ball game, and that's much appreciated. Flag on the play, going to be offsides. No, false start. Wow. Sure wasn't expecting that one. They'll call it false start. Going to be a jump at the center. So it'll be 1st and 15 now for the Manatee Mustangs. And another penalty flag, false start, 5-yard penalty. Mustangs will walk it back. So 2 consecutive 5-yard penalties. Takes us to 1st and 20, ball at the Golden Bear 42. Snaps back, out to the right side, and quarterback keeper, he'll cut loose for about 6 or 7 yards on the carry. Number 10, Jones on the carry for the Mustangs. Tackle going to be made there by number 70. Braden Ross. Or at least that's what his name is in the roster. I don't know if that's necessarily him. Flag on the play. Brings us back to the 41-yard line. 2nd and long, Mustangs. 3:42 remains in the ball game. 40-0 the score. Manatee with the lead. The snap, lost ball on the field. Looks like Manatee will recover. But a long ball game to finish a very long week. Most of you probably have not experienced Color Wars, especially, or our homecoming week in general, especially as a staff member. But as I sit up here with a fellow teacher, you can tell the tiredness, despair in our faces and voice and actions. It's been a tiring week. Homecoming is a very tiring week. But we're proud to be tired because, you know, it's all for a good time and a precious memory. Out to the right side goes the run. And the Bears will try and drag down the ball carrier, number 24, Chanton. And an explosive carry there by the Mustangs takes enough for a first down. Looks to be about a 21-yard carry there by the Mustangs to get a first down with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the ball game. Manatee 1st and 10 from the Golden Bear 21-yard line. Handoff through the middle. Bears will make the tackle. Minute 20 seconds to go. Number 10, Jones on the carry, the quarterback keeper for the Mustangs. Takes it out to the right side, grabs about 4 yards on the carry, brings up 2nd and 6. Less than a minute to go as the clock counts away. 40-0 the score. You have to assume that Manatee, well, I take this back. You don't have to assume because they have not done anything classy tonight. But You would have to hope that Mantechi right now is just going to worry about killing the time. 40 seconds to go. Flags on the field. False start on the Mustangs. .20 and counting. And they're going to call it off, and that will be the end of the ball game. And you're going to see the referees run as fast as they can to their cars. Now, I can't guarantee that they're going to have fully inflated tires. I can't guarantee they're going to have fully inflated tires when they get out there, but that will be the conclusion of the ball game. 40-0 will be the final score. And the Bears will see the fourth shutout of the ball game, and we will see both teams cordially shake each other's hands. Now, I can't guarantee that the most nice things are being said down there, but I can't hear them, so that's okay. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's the conclusion to our homecoming week. We hope you have enjoyed the events leading up to tonight's ball game, and we appreciate you for supporting Auburn Central High School and all that we do. Don't forget you can support your Golden Bear cross-country team and Lady Bear cross-country team tomorrow at South Pontotoc. And, again, your Purple Pride Marching Band at Northeast in Boonville. So please be a part of the Golden Bear support squad and be there to support these individual groups. Thank you so much for all that you do for the Golden Bears here and at home. This has been another edition of ACHS Paw Talk Radio here on ACHS Media. Thank you for joining us. I'm Bear broadcaster Coach Mask. This broadcast would have not been possible without our lovely support of Miss Rhonda Burton. So if you see her in town, and give her the biggest hug that you can, because this game was not only brought to you by her, it would not have been possible without her. So say a special thank you to that. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Join us again next week. Game is on Thursday. We will be on air via radio only. It will be at Kossuth as the Bears take on the Aggies in probably the largest rivalry ball game of the season. Thanks for joining us, folks. That's all from us here from the Bears Den.